The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. Be as you wish to seem. To know is to know that you know nothing. That is the meaning of true knowledge. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. The unexamined life is not worth living. There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. To find yourself, think for yourself. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. He who is not contented with what he has, would not be contented with what he would like to have. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. Get not your friends by bare compliments, but by giving them sensible tokens of your love. If a man is proud of his wealth, he should not be praised until it is known how he employs it. Remember, what is unbecoming to do is also unbecoming to speak of. Think not those faithful who praise all thy words and actions, but those who kindly reprove thy faults. Not life, but good life, is to be chiefly valued. Once made equal to man, woman becomes his superior. Only the extremely ignorant or the extremely intelligent can resist change. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. People demand freedom of speech to make up for the freedom of thought which they avoid. When the debate is over, slander becomes the tool of the loser. The hour of departure has arrived and we go our ways, I to die, and you to live. Which is better? Only God knows. The hottest love has the coldest end. Our prayer should be for blessings in general, for God knows best what is good for us. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. The envious person grows lean with the fatness of their neighbor. Contentment is natural wealth, luxury is artificial poverty. Let him that would move the world, first move himself. We cannot live better than in seeking to become better. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Remember, no human condition is ever permanent. Then you will not be overjoyed in good fortune nor too scornful in misfortune. It is better to change an opinion than to persist in a wrong one. Mankind is made of two kinds of people, wise people who know they're fools, and fools who think they are wise. In childhood be modest, in youth temperate, in adulthood just, and in old age prudent. How many are the things I can do without? We gain our first measure of intelligence when we first admit our own ignorance. Nothing is to be preferred before justice. Worthless people love only to eat and drink, people of worth eat and drink only to live. Know thyself. It is better to be at odds with the whole world than, being one, to be at odds with myself. We can do nothing without the body, let us always take care that it is in the best condition to sustain us. The perfect human being is all human beings put together, it is a collective, it is all of us together that make perfection. You never know a line is crooked unless you have a straight one to put next to it. Sometimes you put walls up not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. Prefer knowledge to wealth, for the one is transitory, the other perpetual. Understanding a question is half an answer. Knowledge is not mind. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Those who are hardest to love need it the most.